What's up, friends? Welcome to another episode of the Industrial Packaging Podcast with me, your host, Nathan Dube, Digital Marketing Specialist at Industrial Packaging. We have a really interesting topic to discuss today, guys, and I'm pretty excited about it. And that topic is compostable packaging really biodegradable? So without further ado, let's hop into today's topic. Maybe you are a business owner who is environmentally conscious and concerned about the impact of your packaging materials on our planet Earth. Then again, you could be hyper-focused on your customers' feelings about sustainability and the environment. Or maybe you're both. Either way, you spend a fair amount of time researching different types of environmentally friendly and sustainable packaging materials. You have considered various options such as flexible packaging, recyclable packaging, bio-based packaging, and compostable packaging. After reviewing the various types of sustainable packaging supplies currently available, you have taken a keen and penetrating interest in compostable packaging. From the surface level, compostable packaging seems like a miracle cure for the detrimental effects of traditional plastic packaging supplies. You are hoping that you can use these supplies to make your business far more green. However, you are not sure how compostable packaging actually works once it has reached your consumer. And you want to know if compostable packaging is fully biodegradable. With decades in the packaging industry, industrial packaging has had our thumb on the pulse of compostable packaging since the day it arrived in the market. This episode will explain the complexities of compostable packaging and reveal the truth of the situation regarding the question, is compostable packaging really biodegradable? Okay, so let's start off with an interesting kickoff question. Can you throw compostable packaging on the ground and have it biodegrade? Absolutely not. Many people assume that compostable packaging can just be thrown on the ground, and they think it'll biodegrade quickly over a short period of time. Unfortunately, that is not true at all. I know that may come as a shock, but compostable packaging is way more complicated than that. Throwing compostable packaging materials on the ground is littering, and in many places, a crime. It also prevents the material's ability to biodegrade. So the big question is compostable packaging actually biodegradable? The short answer to this question is yes, compostable packaging is technically biodegradable. However, this truth comes with a couple of caveats. For compostable packaging to make sense from an environmental standpoint, it has to be properly composted. As mentioned above, you can't just leave a compostable cup in the woods and assume it'll adequately biodegrade. Why? Well, because it won't. The hard truth is that for compostable packaging to biodegrade, it needs to be composted in one of two specific ways. Your first option is to start a home compost pile. This is a process in which you combine elements such as dirt, hay, vegetable scraps, fruit scraps, coffee grinds, and other organic materials into a pile in your yard. Over time, microbes and other tiny critters living in the pile will help to biodegrade the materials contained within. When done correctly, a home compost pile is one way in which you can actually help your compostable packaging materials biodegrade properly. However, it should be noted, not all compostable packaging materials can be composted in a homemade compost pile. In many cases, the materials will only biodegrade when processed at an industrial composting facility. Industrial composting facilities are specialized waste management companies that produce large quantities of compost. They will often sell the compost to garden centers, municipalities, and larger businesses that will use the material as landscaping supplies. These facilities are often quite large and will have a fleet of trucks similar to a traditional waste management company, which is to say, garbage collectors. To compost your compostable packaging at an industrial composting facility, you need to have access to a composting bin or hopper provided by the facility. These are large containers and barrels similar to those that you see for home and industrial single-stream recycling. If you have single-stream recycling at your house, then you have an idea of what the bins look like. Not unlike traditional waste management companies, industrial composting facilities will distribute hoppers and bins to communities in which they have a contract. The trucks will come to collect and empty the bins and containers regularly. The compostable materials will be sent to the industrial composting site for processing. Now, you're probably wondering, what if you can't use home or industrial composting? Unfortunately, in this case, you have only one option for your compostable packaging materials. Throw them in the trash. Compostable packaging materials are nearly impossible to recycle, and most recycling facilities cannot and will not recycle them. And while you might think that they will biodegrade in the landfill, this is not the case. This is especially true if you use traditional plastic trash bags, which can take over 1,000 years to biodegrade. So you're probably wondering, when does the use of compostable packaging materials make sense? Suppose you would like to learn more about the environments in which implementing compostable packaging would make sense for you and your customers. In that case, you may want to read this sister article, When Does the Use of Compostable Packaging Materials Make Sense? You can find the link to this article in the description of this video. With the information in this article, you will be able to decide if compostable packaging is right for your business or not. And if it isn't, there will be a selection of alternatives that may be better sustainable packaging options for your business. Well, folks, that does it for another episode of the Industrial Packaging Podcast with me, your host, Nathan Dube, Digital Marketing Specialist at Industrial Packaging. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you will tune in for the next one. But until then, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.